I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
100 kicks of the day. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate that very much. So let's see here. So there was a $5 super chat from a troll who still thinks I play WWE Champions, which I don't. I've already told you guys I quit that game. I do play some other mobile games. Admittedly, I do. Very casually. Every once in a while, I'll drop a few bucks on them. But it's nothing to speak of, and it's none of anyone's business, and it never will be. So thanks for $5. Maybe I will drop that on a mobile game today. And that's my prerogative if I do, because that's now my money. Thank you for the contribution. All right. Cool. What's up, Indead? How you doing? Chaos Goblins, how you doing? Tanner. Who else is here? Space Jam fans here. Clay JT. Stewart is here today. Good morning. It's me. Him is here. Shooting Stars Rock. Good morning to everyone. I wish I could say hello to everyone, but we've got a lot to cover today on the show. All right. In fact, wow. I just received a generous contribution. $50 tip just rolled in way early. Thank you so very much. Let's get a nice animation here. Hold on, because I wasn't set up for tips. Here we go. $50 tip. The person specifically requests they wish to remain anonymous. Thank you so much. Here's what they have to say. How's it going? I'm looking forward to the stream. I never played a Dragon Quest game before. Which one would you recommend if someone's trying to start playing the series, and which is your favorite? Have a great stream. The Dragon Quest series is very long running. I mean, I think I'm almost positive it started on the NES, correct? The Nintendo Entertainment System or the Famicom. So, I mean, you can start at pretty much anywhere you want. The original ones in the United States were called Dragon Warrior. And I played, actually, the original Dragon Warrior on NES because my cousin owned it, and I played it a little bit. That was the very first turn-based RPG I ever had exposure to way back in the day. I mean, when I was really, really young. The first Dragon Quest game that I actually, purchased and owned was when they started porting them later on to the Game Boy Advance. And I played, I want to say it was Dragon Quest 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6, something like that. Whatever. There was a trilogy of them that they released on the Game Boy Advance / early Nintendo DS. And that's really when I started playing them and getting into them and really liking them. It has that Toriyama art style like Dragon Ball, but it has great writing and great turn-based combat. Similar to Final Fantasy, they don't tie into each other, meaning you can start or stop at any point in the series, and they're all isolated stories. So you can't screw up by starting with a later title instead of an earlier one, okay? I mean, honestly, if you wanted to jump into the series, I would say just play the latest one, which is Dragon Quest XI. That game is absolutely amazing when it comes to the story, the amount of content, the attention to detail, everything. If you like Toriyama art and if you like turn-based combat, you're going to love that game. A lot of people don't like turn-based combat because they find it boring. I don't. I grew up playing those kind of games. So for me, the game was an absolute treat. And actually, to this day, my Dragon Quest XI playthrough was actually one of my favorite playthroughs I've ever done on DSP Gaming in my entire run on YouTube. Because we had great interactions on the stream, great, hanging out sessions, talking while we were also enjoying the game. The game itself is double long. And what I mean by that is it has an original plot that lasts around 40 hours. And then the game has a second quest that continues past the credits roll. That's another 30 hours. So the game is so long for the value for the dollar is outstanding. There's all kinds of hidden post-game content, super bosses, all kinds of great stuff. It's a really, really great game. I recommend it. What's my favorite of all time? Hard to say because a lot of them I only played once. So it's hard to remember all of the plots in my head. I remember the original Dragon Quest actually had a time. No, that was Final Fantasy that had the time loop mechanic. The original, the one that stands out to me is there was a one that had other dimensions. And you could go through these dimensional gates and there was another version of the world. And I remember liking that. But it's been so long since I played that one that I just don't remember it too well, but I remember liking that one a lot. But obviously, Dragon Quest 11 is amazing. There's a lot of them I never played. I never played 7, and that's what we're playing today. I never played 8. There's a few of them that I never, touched upon, and maybe I'll check them out eventually. Now, just as a one-off, a 222G over on Kick is asking me, where do I rank Lost Odyssey in RPG history? Way up there. Lost Odyssey is a game made by Mistwalker Studios, which I guess one day maybe we'll have to figure that out. I do still have my Xbox Series X, but it's downstairs in the living room, and my wife uses it from time to time. Maybe we'd have to bring it back to play Lost Odyssey eventually. I don't know. All right, well, thank you so much for the $50 contribution this early. That is absolutely amazing. Hold on. Excuse me. Someone tipped $1.97. Don't ask me why they tip $1.97. I literally don't know. This supposed to be the same person because they've done it 2-3 days in a row. Saying, I appreciate you staying out of drama and focusing on games, keeping a cool head, and focusing on the future. I'm looking forward to DayZ because I'm a huge fan of that game. Go Seahawks. All right, thank you so very much. I guess we'll just count it as $2. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and round up to 3 cents. There you go. Okay. So thank you guys for the early support. By all means today, please support this podcast, which is an impromptu podcast that wasn't originally planned. We've got a lot to cover in a shorter period of time, so please allow me to move forward now and start talking on some of the big topics that we want to talk about, okay? So, here we go. Yesterday was my Street Fighter 6 Sagat stream.